This week I am doing something that I haven't done for like 5 years, which is scary. I'm really nervous, but I'm pushing through. I loved making YouTube videos. I started, I think, in May of 2020. Yeah, I started in the throes of COVID, as most of us started new hobbies, and posted every week for a year, which was my goal to begin with. I think, on reflection, I think it was to try and avoid too much perfectionism. So the measure of success was just posting, not necessarily getting a certain number of subscribers or whatever. A lot has changed since I posted my last proper series of videos, I guess. So what's changed since May of 2021, I guess, since I stopped posting consistently? Kind of lots of things, kind of nothing. I got divorced. Less said about that, the better. That's fine. I have started a new job. In fact, I've probably had 5 different new jobs since then. I now work away during the week, so Monday to Wednesday I'm away from home, and that's taken some getting used to. I got diagnosed with autism about a year ago, so that's been a fun new challenge for me to try and navigate. I'm in a new relationship with my partner Matt, who I love and adore, and I have a dog named Ozzy, who I also love and adore. I'm still in the same house, so a lot of that will look familiar. But also I was watching back some of my old videos before getting ready to film today, just to try and kind of get some of those juices flowing, and it's kind of funny, kind of depressing how much has changed since then, but also how some things have absolutely not changed at all, which I think is good and bad. Some of my good habits have stuck around, but so have some of my bad habits. But also, I think, if I'm being really honest, it's a bit disappointing that, well, it feels disappointing to me anyway, but I'm trying to not be too hard on myself. But it's a bit disappointing that I'm still seemingly going through the same habit cycles, the same challenges, the same kind of struggles with my weight. I'm still trying to lose weight, and I think me 5 years ago thought we would have been done with that by now. But also, life is never that straightforward, and I do have what I now know to be raging perfectionism, or at the very least raging optimization. It's not always perfectionism. It's not because I want things to be perfect, but part of my autism, right, is that I'm very black and white in my thinking, and there's almost always a right way and a wrong way to do something, and if I'm doing it the wrong way or I'm not doing it the right way, that is when I often have my biggest challenges. So that has been a whole new world of stuff for me to contend with. I think one of the things I enjoyed about making YouTube videos to begin with was because I felt like there was a bit of a gap from who I could see online anyway, of people that were like me, who weren't the super fit gym girls, but also weren't, starting from nowhere. And I guess I'm even more in that position now than I was then. I'm 5 years into lifting pretty consistently. I've had the pleasure of having lots of PBs and some really good lifts in my lifting career, I guess you would say. And that's another difficult thing for me to contend with as well, because I took a step back from strength training for a while, and now I'm picking that back up again, and it's really, really hard not to constantly compare what I did before with what I'm doing now. So that's fun. That's what's great about YouTube, right? Is everybody has a different life, everybody has some different things going on, So I don't know why, I was at work this week and I just decided that I'm going to start posting YouTube videos again. I think it was because I think what kind of triggered it was I saw that I'd got a couple of new subscribers, and I've posted the odd short now and again, but I got a few new subscribers and saw that I hadn't really lost any since I started posting. And if anything, it's kind of very slowly ticked upwards, and it just all kind of clicked in my head that it seemed like now would be a good time for me to start again. So this first video is probably not going to be the best, right? I'm going to be rusty, so bear with me, but I'm sure I'll get back there. And yeah, I look forward to seeing where this goes. I don't know how to end it. Now I'm super out of practice. Okay, bye. Completely lost my train of thought.